Morning, campers. No coffee time. Where's my coffee gone? Got no coffee. Okay. I have had a few coffees today, so that's probably why I'm not got a coffee. But anyway, enough of the coffee. Massive thanks to all the comments underneath the video about Frybrook House. It's all a bit surreal, to be honest. But yeah, that's all underway. And we had our first guest there over the last 2 nights, which is also amazing. And thanks for all the comments. So, but today, and look, I know I've not done a lot of videos recently. That's mainly because I've been exhausted all week, energetically, and I've just been sat back watching things and getting on with mundane tasks that I had to complete here. Yes, what's the reason for this video today is because there was something shared by Elon Musk yesterday that he's shared again today. And as you know, my opinion, which you can disagree with at your leisure, is that Elon Musk, this version of Elon Musk, is part of a huge military operation. And that's why the White House has been Q-posting and doing stuff like that. And the Department of War released a post on X, I think yesterday, which clearly showed a portal. And this video that Elon Musk shared is quite an extraordinarily touching and patriotic video for America. But it also contains a lot of interesting things related to Q posts. It also shows President Trump and JFK Sr. and a couple of others with a red folder about to walk into a portal. It contains "Where we go, one we go all." What you make of this? I'm sharing this for those of you that are not on X, really, in case you didn't see it. So let's just, without me waffling, let's go and have a look at it ourselves and see why this is important, because this is getting seen by millions of views. I mean, this was only posted 2 hours ago, this version, and it's had 1.4 million views already. Now, this was an AI video made by somebody called Heavy Pulp. Obviously, they're part of this in some way, but it's instead of me waffling, let's just watch it.
Sweet land, sweet land of the weary and the wild. Oh, where are you, my sweet The garden's either dying or about to come alive. The river's either drying or it's deep enough to dive. Can't tell if it's the dusk or if it's breaking into dawn. Are we going on or are we going? Somebody said a storm is coming, but it's been a long time. I don't know what's up ahead, but please, baby, don't you look behind. So tell me, is it gonna be free energy forever, or just the same damn old grind? Singing, sweet land of the weary and the wild. Are we 1 year from the grave, or is this just the beginning? My sweet child, oh, you're my star-spangled fever dream. Half a savior, half a liar. 250 summers and we're going higher, singing, sweet land, going. The neighbors might be coming with a casserole or a gun. The kids are either screaming or they're laughing in the sun. Is the time timeline coming undone, or is it coming in clear? The fireworks are blinding, but I'll keep on dancing here. And nobody can promise me that we're gonna make it to the light. So is it an awakening, or is this a knife in the night? So come on, brother, sister, stand up tall, because guess what? Where we go on, we go all. If you can hear this from the other side, across this great quantum divide, don't get me wrong, now is the time to stay strong. So, with all of that, I'll say, God bless the USA! God bless the USA! Sing it, sweet land, going on. 250 years and it's going on and on the edge of a forever or the edge of being gone. Is it midnight? Is it morning? Is it ruining? Is it time to rise? 250 summers gone by. So just go on and tell me those sweet lies, the kind as sweet as these July. Going on and going gone. Light up, light, light, higher. Sweet land's going on, going on. Sweet land, going, gone. So please, just know that we can still rebuild. We can still make something better.
Whoa, well, I don't know about you, but I've got goosebumps watching that video. You know, I'm not a big fan of AI, but that, if that is AI, I think it is. That's obviously not really Lincoln in the video. Interesting how Obama was being taken away there. And the video seems to ask a question about, you know, within a year, will we be gone or will we rise? Along those lines anyway. And I am an apocalypse optimist. I do believe there's good things going on. And really, all those people who got black-pilled over the last few years who didn't stand tall and firm, it's interesting to see how they are. And there's a lot of people out there with what my friend AJ calls an AI consciousness overlay, who are talking utter nonsense online. And I think that's all part of the spiritual test as well. You know, a lot of people have messaged me saying, have you heard what this guy's saying? So I don't give them any attention because that's what they want. So, you know, just use it as a test of discernment. And it'd be great if anybody out there is good with AI. Let's have a video like that made for Ireland and one for England, Scotland, Wales, and Germany and France and every other country that is struggling against the satanic overlord oppression that we've all been under our whole lives. Because that's what it is. And all that demonic possession and influence is fading. It's fading. There was another thing. So yesterday, because it was July the 4th, I dug out a poem that you might not all be familiar with that I wrote 5 years ago. And the reason I wrote it is because I was inspired to write it because, you know, during this period, hope, not hopium, hope has been the most important thing for us to keep hold of. because without hope, we fall to pieces. We are nothing. And I'm just trying to search for it now because I should have lined it up. Won't be long. Oh, interesting. The search on X isn't quite as good as but I'll play. I've actually posted it a number of times on. In fact, this is interesting. This is a post from. Oh, this is interesting. This is from 2024. I wrote this post. Bear with me. I'm going to share this with you. I think that's it. Yeah. So I did actually. I've posted this poem lots of times, but you know, I do have new subscribers who probably don't even know that I'm a poet. So I said here, when Donald Trump said the best is yet to come, I believed him. I knew that America was the focus of the spiritual war we are in, and that he was standing there on the front line against the vast evil that was not only bringing down the USA but the whole world. I've listened to commentators and people I once admired telling us he was also deep state and one of them, but my heart told me something else. I knew I had to stand up and do something, anything, to help in this titanic struggle. I knew Clinton was supposed to win in 2016. I knew the plan was to take us to an all-out war in 2017. I knew of the plan to depopulate the earth and robotize the survivors. I was and am willing to give my life to stop my children growing up in the New World Order. I love humanity, I love my family, and I love freedom. I knew we already dodged a bullet, which is why I started reading the Q drops. Again, I was told this was part of the psyop. Again, my heart told me something else. It's not about waiting for a savior. It's always been about you and me as individuals and as fractals of God awakening to our true selves, our true potential. Everything we have seen these past years has been to awaken us all to break through the matrix and allow our true divinity to speak to us and through us. I wrote a poem in 2020 and got it out in a hurry. I changed QAnon to Q and the Anon since then. Yeah, if anybody picks that up. Literally, these poems, when I wrote them, were the message I got was get it done, make the video, get it out as soon as possible. So there were a few bits and bobs like that I've changed in the book, which you can get. The book is called God Wins, and it's on Amazon. I've put it on Amazon so that you can get it as cheaply as possible and delivered quickly, because I couldn't afford to print a bunch more of the heavy ones that we did a couple of years ago. But if you want to get God Wins, it's a phenomenal. I mean, I'm saying it's phenomenal. I wrote it, but it came through me, and I had a lot of help putting it together, particularly from Abby Wynn and from Nicole, who originally designed it based upon the videos that I put out back in the day. And it's a great way of, I think it's a good book to summarize the last few years. It kind of covers every angle of it, I think. And, it's still a risky thing to put out, and including this poem is a risky thing to put out, but I'm going to play it for you now anyway. It's called The Best Is Yet to Come. Let's get it up. The best is yet to come. In the days of future past, we'll look back on the storm, when the world was wearing masks, when America was torn, when 5D chess was played with such finesse, when criminals floundered and were left to guess. Their codes were broken, their weapons gone. Flynn's digital soldiers marched to the song of QAnon. The song of freedom, the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come. We gathered closely the end of days, fighting for our rights. When this virus washes through, it'll be like a burst of light. With golden hearts we raised the earth into the Aquarius age. Phoenicians gone and demons run, we broke out of our cage. King Cyrus rose to take the fight to the fiends of Babel once again, removing fear and usury, the chains that held down men. The song of freedom, the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun,
one man proudly said, the best is yet to come. In the time of revelations, the devil's hand was shown. His heinous crimes against mankind finally were known. As the great awakening gathered speed, as the veil did turn to dust, new heroes forged and laws were made that finally were just. From Guantanamo Bay to the last hooray, the serpents were all done. The shots heard round the world, and the end of Babylon. The song of freedom, the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come. In God we trust and trust the plan. Our faith was tested hard. We held on tight to the might and ran the final yard. The looking glass, it showed the way when everything seemed lost. Survival of the human race at monumental cost. The storm it came, and when it did, you said it was upon us. We held the lights for the golden age, a manifested promise. The song of freedom, the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come. The sword of the Spirit and the shield of faith, extinguishing the arrow's fire. Finally, the sons of Cain laid on the funeral pyre. Bittersweet the victory was. In righteous grace we thanked you. We raised our heads and looked ahead to sovereign times anew. The quantum era and Tesla's dreams finally found their way. In fireside talks far in the future, we know our children will say, the song of freedom, the song of love, the song of unity from heaven above. When once we stared down the barrel of the gun, one man proudly said, the best is yet to come.
I've got to get more professional. I just left the mic mute. Don't get professional. This is just that, you know, mics get muted because I'm very tired. But what I was saying there is the best yet to come? Well, yes. If I didn't believe the best was yet to come, I wouldn't have carried on doing what I'm doing. We're all passing through. I know that. And I learned today that another friend of mine has passed on recently, or somebody that I knew. I didn't know them that well, but, you know, not everybody, the end is not for everybody. And don't ask me why. I just trust in the divine and plow forward. And as usual, question everything, including everything I say. Have a wonderful day. Do your best. Be kind. God bless you. I'll see you soon.